It was a harrowing text. A man named Eddie Justice, trapped in the bathroom of Pulse nightclub in the middle of the shooting rampage, tells his mother, Mina, to call for help. "Call them, Mommy. I'm gonna die," he texted. The 30-year-old accountant was among the 49 people killed in one of the deadliest mass shootings in American history. But his friends, like Ivory McNeil, a survivor of the attack, who saw the text on the news, didn't realize Eddie was his friend. He and everyone else in the club scene knew Eddie as Brayson Banks.
You know, it's 2016. We have friends, and no, we don't know their last names. Like, it's just how it is, you know.
In Orlando's gay community, clubgoers often go by aliases. So when the initial list of victims' names was released, there was anguished confusion. People like Tamara Colon, who left the club just before the attacks, was still trying to find out what happened to Zeus.
But what about Zeus? Anything with Zeus?
No, that girl still ain't answering her phone.
Later, Colon learns in the worst way imaginable that Zeus's real name was Dianca Drayton and that she'd been killed in the attacks. The names of many of the victims on both social media and in social life don't match the names of those people being honored and remembered. I asked Mr. McNeil the reason why. He says it has to do with them in adulthood finding a new identity to live by. They wanted to create their own identity. The night of the attack was the weekly Latino night party at Pulse. For many, it was not just a party, it was a community of mostly Latin or black and mostly gay young people.
It's just the way that they choose to be known.
Ron Studdard says nicknames are far less commonly used among white gay men. These days, that is.
In the early days, you're right. We went by pseudonyms because of the fact that we need to be hidden, or sometimes we need to be hidden from either for professional reasons or for familiar reasons because our family may not know.
Some of Pulse's victims hadn't come out to their families. That could be a function of there being a minority within a minority. Latino communities, particularly those with many first-generation families, tend to be less accepting of homosexuality than society at large. Nicknames used online can keep prying parents' eyes away from their children's personal lives. Taking on a new name isn't always about keeping sexual preferences hidden. When I talked to Mr. McNeil later over the phone, he told me it's more about joining a new community that lets them be who they choose to be.
They wanted a new life with an image that fit what they wanted.
Here in Orlando, it's a community reeling in a way so horrifying there's no real name for it.